welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while, I believe 2 weeks to be exact, but I am finally back. So before I start this video, I just want to give you a heads up that this video is just going to be me sharing with you guys why I haven't been uploading, and also I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been so supportive and just so so awesome in my channel. I really appreciate y'all, and even through Instagram, through Snapchat, for asking how I'm doing, that you guys miss me. That makes me feel really good. So I really appreciate y'all. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for subscribing, and I look forward to seeing you guys more often on my channel, and commenting, any suggestions, anything you guys may want to know. Let's get started. As of why I haven't been uploading, what's going on, what's been happening, where I've been. Well, pretty much I haven't been anywhere, just home and running lots of errands that have to do with our daughter. Let me just take a deep breath. I typed everything out, so if you guys see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my laptop and I'm trying to see, what I wrote down, because I want it to be fully specific, and I feel like sometimes I forget what I want to say. So I want to be really specific. So pretty much you guys know that our daughter got ear tubes done. It's been already a month. It's going on 2 months. On the 20th of this month, it'll be 2 months that she's gotten ear tubes, right? So pretty much you guys know, if you haven't seen that vlog of my daughter getting her ear tubes done, it's going to be in the description down below for you, so you can click it and go ahead and see that video. But pretty much she got ear tubes done because of fluid behind her ears, which caused her to have mild hearing loss. So it also caused her to lose her speech. So, it was all that crazy stuff. But recently, a couple weeks ago, she had her ENT appointment to check up on her tubes. Her tubes look perfectly fine. They actually seem to be coming off slowly now already, which is weird. So the doctor does say that it looks fine, that she looks really good. And they also did a hearing test that day of her getting her ears checked. So the ENT will see her, and I'm sure if your child got ear tubes done, you know the process, the whole thing, but I'm just sharing it for those who don't know the process. So pretty much they get ear tubes done, they see them again in a month, and they check the ear tubes to see if they're good, put in, and they look fine. And then that same day, the doctor gives you a script to go see the audiologist specialist, and they do the hearing test once again. So the first time, obviously she failed, which is why they did the ear tubes. This second time she passed. It was like above from what she needed to be. So she passed her hearing test this time around. So we decided, to help, to get help and support from early intervention. So I've heard so much about early intervention. So I'm excited, for this journey. So she is doing speech therapy. So they come out once a week and, they check her out. There's also a coach teacher that comes out, and she pretty much coaches me around on how to get my daughter's attention one-on-one. So she seems to be doing okay. She now looks at us, like if we sing to her a song, she seems to like music and stuff. So if we're singing to her the song, like she'll look at us. Now we're going to get into what I really wanted to talk to you guys about. After this whole process, my daughter had to do her 18-month checkup. And you guys know, I don't know if they do this where you live, but pretty much they do an MChat, and you pretty much got to fill out that MChat, and it asks you all these questions about your child, what they're doing and what they're not doing. And I filled that out, and pretty much when I got into the appointment, on March 16, I still remember the day, March 16, as of March 16, the doctor told us that she filled that questionnaire, that MChat questionnaire. She's pretty much not doing everything that she's supposed to be doing at her age. And again, she's 19 months now, and she's delayed in certain developmental areas. So guys, after doing all that, doctor takes us in, you know, and obviously he says that she failed, da 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 da. And he checks my daughter, he says she's healthy and, you know, that she looks good. But one thing that he did say is he's very concerned about her developmental growth. And this is where I start getting emotional. And this is why I wasn't fully prepared to do this video, but I know a lot of you have been asking, so I don't want to keep making you wait, and I wanted to fill you guys in. And we started asking him what's going on. He says that after looking through the MChat that, you know, I completed about my daughter, that it looks like she is showing some early signs of autism. So as a mom, obviously, I didn't cry at the moment, but when I got in my car, I started thinking about it, and I was like, what does he mean she's showing red flags of autism? You know, it's very hard as a mom to take it in. And yeah, I'm a believer. You guys are probably looking at me, but you go to church, you're a believer, you believe in God. Yeah, I believe in God, y'all, but as a mom, you know, I'm still a human being. I'm still made of flesh and bone. So everything inside of me just fell off, you know, and I started getting concerned, you know, everything inside my head. I started, you know, like, what's going on? Like, what exactly can I do for my daughter to get her help? So you guys, when he said that, you know, I just had to take a deep breath and just trust God, just put it in God's hands. But still, as parents, we were worried, we were concerned. And guys, when I tell you that I saw my husband crying, I've never seen my husband cry. The last time I saw my husband cry, lie to you not, was when his grandmother got buried, when she passed away. And this was, I'm talking about a couple years ago. So to see my husband cry broke me down completely, because I'm over here trying to be strong for him, but seeing him break down, and we just all of a sudden broke down in the shower. We started crying, like, how could this be? Like, why should we be going through this? And I'm holding myself right now, y'all, because I don't want to do this crazy show on camera and just cry all over you guys. But it's like I said, she's not diagnosed just yet. But again, as her parents, we started doing the research, we started looking, and the doctor also did tell us to schedule a neurology appointment. So we scheduled that. That appointment is for May 7th. And they're just going to tell me, you know, what she should be doing at this age. And if they feel that she's not doing certain things, I guess they speed up the process to the developmental specialist. Because guys, when I call for the developmental pediatrician, because that's where the doctor told me to take her, because they are the ones to diagnose her with the autism disorder. And they told me is about, when I filled out the package that they send it through the mail, they also send you a paper that says the wait might be as long as a year. So 10 to 12 months of a wait. But thankfully, the neurology, they're going to see her May 7th. So, you know, they might be able to make the process a little faster. So I might not have to wait a whole year. Who knows? But like I said, it's all in a waiting game. I think what has frustrated us the most and gotten us the most upset and, you know, so sad and asking ourselves so much questions has been the fact that, you know, her doctor, he just threw it at her face. You know, like I don't think he thought like, okay, I think they're going to be fine. I think he just like, let me just tell them, which in a way I'm thankful that he even mentioned something, because I probably would have never done research on autism. I probably would have never done none of that if it wasn't for her doctor telling me, mentioning me that he's concerned about it. So I looked at it like, you know, he's a caring doctor and he cares. So he figured, let me just tell her so she can speed the process and try to get her as much help as she can now that she's young. You know, and early intervention is supposed to help a lot with autism kids, and it helps them, you know. And like I said, I started doing all this research, and it just clearly opened up our eyes a lot more as her parents, because then we started saying, oh, that's why she's doing this. That's why she acts this way. That's why she doesn't give us a lot of eye contact. And make another video as far as the red flags that she's showing of autism, so you guys can see exactly what it is. But if you guys search up early signs of autism, you guys can see. And it's just so many questions that I ask myself. You know, we also searched up, how do autism begin? There's no type of like specific way of how kids get autism. It just happens between the age of 12 months to 18 months, happens in that range of age. And it's just like a regression in the brain. Like they just completely stop and boom, they're lost. It's been very, very frustrating. It's very overwhelming. So now you guys know why I've been off, and I don't post much on social media about this whole situation. But now that you guys are updated and you guys know exactly what's going on, you guys understand exactly, you know, what's happening with my daughter. And let me just say, it's frustrating. It's not easy because, like I said, even if my daughter was to be diagnosed that she is for sure autistic, we're still going to love her. That's still my daughter. I love her regardless. Like, I'm not going to look at my daughter any different. But I feel like other people might. You know what I mean? Because I've already been in these little mom groups, you know, that I go to. And I can already see how they look at my daughter. I can already see the different way my daughter act around all these other kids, you know, and they're about her age. So it's very frustrating. Like, let me just share this quick scenario with y'all. Like, last week, I took her to this mom group thing, right? There was other kids, and it was like a musical class. Clearly, I felt like the class was more for bigger kids, but there were kids her age. And they were all, like, paying attention. The lady would play the instrument, and they would, like, their attention will be fully on the lady. My daughter was the only child out of about, I think it was, like, 20 kids in the classroom, including her. So, let's say out of 19 kids, she was the only child running around the room, and she was just going in circles. And there was a couple moms there that they were giving me like dirty looks, you know, and looking at my daughter a certain way. And deep inside of me, I got frustrated because I'm like, at first I was like, whatever, like, you nobody, like, you don't face me, your looks don't kill me. At the same time, it's like, wow, like, I can't sit here and say my daughter's autistic, don't look at her like that. You know, she has a special need. She needs special, you know, attention or whatever. And I just couldn't say that because at the end of the day, even though I've done my research and I feel it deep inside my heart that she might be or whatever, it doesn't change the fact that she still hasn't been diagnosed by an actual specialist that would tell me, yeah, she is autistic. You know what I mean? So guys, I just wanted to fill you guys in. I wanted to talk about this. I will be vlogging soon for y'all. I just wanted you guys to know and be filled in the whole thing. If you have any questions, comment down below, or write to me through Instagram or through Snapchat. I really appreciate y'all, and I hope you guys are understanding. And just help me pray. And I do trust in God, and I do know that God is going to make a way out of no way. I think I see this. I don't see this as God, you know, just giving us this trial, or I don't see this as the devil trying to test us or whatever. I see this as God trying to make my faith and my husband's faith stronger. And for us to fully put our trust in him and not men. Because no matter what the doctor says, God has the last word. And even though autism is not curable, I do believe that God can cure it. I do believe that God can be the healer of my daughter, whatever disorder she might have. I've done my research and I've looked at the spectrum, you know, I've looked at the rainbow, and me and my husband still very convinced that even if she was to be, she's most likely high functioning. She will be in the purple side. So if you guys look up the rainbow of autism, you can see, and it shows you the different levels. And she will definitely, if she was to be, like I said, I'm not saying she is, but if she was to be, we do believe she would be high functioning. So I didn't cry as much. I'm proud of myself because I've already cried enough. Like, I've cried a lot. And I think once the specialists do end up telling us that she might be, I think that's when I will break down completely and let it all out. But at the moment, I'm just taking deep breaths and I'm just going with the flow, trying to get her all the help she needs, which we've already been moving on that. She gets her speech therapy, and I got this co-teaching coming to once a week. So she gets 2 people once a week. So it's a blessing. I'm very thankful for early intervention. I just want to give them a shout out. They've been awesome. They've been on it, and I just love the fact that every time they come into my house, they congratulate me for being such a great mother, for being on top of my daughter's situation. Let me tell you, I'm a mother first before anything, and that baby means everything to me. And just to think about her future and the things that she will struggle with, the things that will be challenging for her, I'm still going to stand strong, and I'm always going to be by her side, and I'm going to love her regardless, despite of her condition, despite of her issues, doesn't matter, despite of her delay. I am a mother first, and I love her. Like I said, this is pretty much what I'm going through, guys, and this is going to be a very long process, so I might be talking about it throughout my vlogs and stuff, so I'm sorry if I annoy you. But I want to keep you guys informed because you guys are like family, and I really appreciate y'all. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, if you have any comment, any suggestions, please comment down below, and also be mindful of your comments. Just wanted to say that. So thank you guys again for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye.